What's up, everybody? You know the routine. We'll give it a minute and then we will get started. Now, unless the random happens in the next 30 seconds, I will be doing the random. Alright, nobody's here yet. So, ready to get started anyway. Alright, tonight we got ourselves our 6th case of Rick and Morty Season 2. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to do our random. I had sent the request over last night. I guess they didn't get a chance to do it yet, so I'm going to be doing it. So, you're going to have to follow me. 1 second here. I don't have a nice professional setup for this, so we're going to spin this around. You can see my daughter's Barbie Playhouse. And our infinite screen here. And, 1 second. I just want to prop this up so it stays on the screen. I think that ought to be good. Well, you know what? I forgot one thing. Okay. Alright, so we're going to jump over here to the Rick and Morty first page. Here's our whole list. Highlighting everybody. Copy. Going to random.org. Hang out real quick. I just want to make sure. Yep. So I'll make sure what I was looking at. Wrong way. List randomizer. Paste. Here's our list, 1 to 35. Okay, we will randomize 5 times. Number 1. Number 2. Number 3. Number 4. Here we go. This is the one that counts. Number 5. Alright, congratulations to AAU Ball and Howard Blitz ACOD. Okay, so now we are going to do a control print screen. Okay, took a screenshot. And what we'll do is we'll paste this in the Word. I'll save it just so I have the image, and then I'll put it into the thread. So let's just go. Whoops. Control V. Okay, so I saved it there. That's fine. I don't care what it's called. Okay. So we'll minimize that. And now we will just do a cut. Oh, let's do this. Highlight this whole thing. Copy. And I just got a couple of emails. Hopefully that wasn't them doing the random. Okay. Oh, that was quick. George, you got that right away. Alright. Back to the break. Oh, you guys don't need to see that. And back over here. Okay. Okay, I hope that was alright for everybody. Only one watcher. There was 3 a second ago. So we've got ourselves our 6th case of Rick and Morty Season 2. Break is sponsored by Blowout Cards. We are still on the hunt for our Justin autograph. Right to it. Hello there, Christopher Wiseman. Foil insert. I think you guys have seen enough of this. I don't have to go over any of the basic stuff. We'll just show you the autographs. The you know what I am going to do though? Make it a little bit easier on myself. I'm going to split up all the insert sets. Of course, when I did the 5 cases, I had so many cards to go through. I had I think it took me an hour just to split up the different insert sets. I had the stacks were so large. But anyway, you know, printing plates, autographs, sketches, and star powers. And that should be everything of any, you know, the bigger hits. So we can try and blow through this as quickly as possible. Let's see. You probably can't see it. Hold on. It's kind of in the background. But on that table back there behind the boxes, I sorted through all the packs. You can see all those stacks back there. That's all the packs sorted. I was happy that I didn't get any out of whack. Got them all right the first time. Now I just have to... well, you saw I had sent out that email to a few of you. Only the ones that took a lot of packs, because I figured, you know, somebody that's only taking 2 packs, you're not going for the set, you're just, you know, trying to grab a hit. So I'll go through that tonight and tomorrow, and then I'll have it all packed up. I mean, honestly, listing everything was more than sorting, because having to, list every single card, including the base, that was a pain. Here's this roll onto the side. Okay. I guess the thing that gets me though is if you're, you know what, Chris, if you're at all interested, I don't know if I had sent a thing out to you or not, but I started a Facebook group that I've been after my breaks. I'm slowly catching up on it. I'm putting copies of the scans, highlights of the autographs, highlights of the whatever the break is in general, and then try and give a little synopsis, what I think of it, my review of the product. So I did my review for, okay, I couldn't remember. There's our first sketch. So I was going to say, because I just did that last night. Like I said, just trying to catch up a little bit. I don't think I put the 5 cases of Rick and Morty on there. I got to do that. This first sketch, it is from Jason Mayonnaise and Bread. I forget who he really is.
Oh my god.
Don't know if you're interested, but I did just post on there last night that I will be doing my first break on there. Yes, I do. There's our first autograph. Because they posted, everything's been posted on it. I mean, if it's delayed at all, it can only be delayed like a week. I mean, they have everything on the site. Like if you look it up on Cardboard Connection, that's where I always go to look at my checklists. There's our Totally Fabricated. I think Bond are really going to be heavily relying on the other stuff in it, not just the autographs, because with, I mean, Lazenby was a like a reward card. Unless they did cuts, no Moore, no Connery. I didn't hear any. I mean, you're not getting. Was it Dalton? Is the one you're not getting? What am I thinking of then? What check you posted? There's a checklist out for something. All right, whatever. All right, so we start off with our first Totally Fabricated Plushy Beth. Focus. Come on, I hate this. And I don't know. I mean, I've gone through 2 cameras. There it goes. Oh, that was what it was. Flare. All right. Well, so we start good. First autograph, 141 of 300. Spencer Grammer of Summer Smith. Never Past Bedtime Land. Now on that one there on Flare, I could see people really doing some pack trading on that once we get the random done on that.
I hate you, Matt.
And there's our first sketch. Just so many tiers on everything. It's you know, it gets pretty overwhelming. I didn't look at the gallery previews on that, but it's quite an undertaking if somebody's going to want to go for all the autographs, not autographs, all the insert sets. Okay, box 2. Let's move these over here so they're out of the way.
No, thank you.
I was actually shocked that that break was not going to happen if it wasn't for can't think of the guy, Vinsanity. I mean, I if you noticed, I took a day or two before I actually put him in because I sent him a message. I'm like, "Are you sure?" You know, a lot of times when people say they'll take all the packs that are left, you know, I mean, all the picks that are left. You know, there's 4 or 5 picks left, not 30. But he goes, you know, I was going to buy a case myself, so he'd rather have the fun of doing the group break. But I would have thought for sure, you know, I was going to be knocking that back down to 1 case, but, you know, I figured since after the Marvel break was done, well, not, you know, the everybody paid and we did the random, everybody was like, oh, we should have done a reverse pack. But, like I said my piece about the Marvel set. It's not a bad set, but it's not justified by the price. You know, that is a $75 box, not a $150 box. Sketch number 2. Jeff Sornig. I'm not sure if that's an S or not. Name doesn't ring a bell, so I'm not sure if we got him in the first 5 cases. Yeah, unfortunately, I mean, I know they're, you know, that's the demand, but I don't think people realize. I mean, geez, I want to say autograph. You know, when it comes to the top autograph people, I want to say I couldn't count more than 10 or 20 that I would consider top autographs. I honestly don't remember. You'd have to, if you look in the break on the top, you know, it's when I have the math breakdown on it, you can see. But I think ours, you know, you are probably close. I was going to say 1550 for the 2 cases. Might have been, you know, you might have been right at that, but it definitely came out to you figure you averaged out at like $6-7 a pack, which is what they should have been. I haven't told Blowout. I mean, I said, look, if you can sell them at the price they're going for, that's fine, but I would not buy any more at anything over what you already paid, because once E-Pack comes out, these things are going to tank. Because they held back a ton. They had to have. There's no way that they would put out such a small amount of product with such few hits in it. It's not worth the cost of even making it. Are you strictly a Marvel collector? I was going to say, are you at all interested in something like the space break? Oh, pack felt a little thin. Okay, autograph. 193 of 300. Brandon Johnson as Mr. Goldenfold.
Don't like it.
I'm still trying to wrap my head around the CZX and seeing what we're going to do with that when it comes up. Jeff, like I said, I think it's Sornig. Here, let me show you the sketch. And then while I'm holding it there, I will jump over to the checklist and go to the artist list. Jeff, let's see here, Jeff Sornig. Yep, that's right. I mean, we're going to do a pack draft, and it's going to be before you add in. What the hell? This that sleeve is skinny. I can't even get the card in it. There we go. All right, it's going to be $50 a pack,
Half hour.
as long as I'm allowed to. I mean, I've kind of built up a little, a little thing where on Blowout, I actually looked it up. I started my first group break, I want to say was 2013 or 14, somewhere right around there. And prior to that, they had only ever run, I think it was a total of 12.
Yeah, I want
There's a printing plate.
I want a B minus right now.
Let me see if I can find the card it's for. Oh, okay, cool. It's a printing plate of one of the inserts. Now, other people have done, excuse me, non-sport breaks, as well, but I've done over 100 now. So, pretty much just comes down to, like, except for soccer, I don't touch sports. I really don't want to. The only time I'll do a sport break is if nobody else wants to, and they and I'm the last chance. All right, here's our printing plate. Oh, wait a minute. You know what? I don't know if this is the right one. Let me go to the checklist real quick. Let me just make sure in the character inserts if there is
Yeah, but I'll look at you.
more than one. Bird person, Carmel plus fart, iced tea. No, it looks like it. Just the one. Do that. Alright, so there's our printing plate. Here.
So it's not letting me double.
There's our autograph. But I'm going to keep saying it with CZX that we just need. They've got to number the base cards and the inserts. Well, because what it is for what they're charging, I guess it's just that the cost, because of how much it must cost them to get the autographs if they are going to be getting all on the caliber that they are, and chances are they're all going to be on card. Like I said, unless they showed another autograph somewhere else. I mean, they showed, the Jason Momoa, but it wasn't an actual card. It was just a picture of it. So, I'm assuming it was on card. I don't want to sound like a broken record, but I keep chiming in the thread for CZX about that. Oh, cards are nothing. There's our sketch. Oh, wow, that's a nice sketch.
8.
Especially for those of you that like it when the artist puts their own spin on it. But it's a thicker card stock. You know, it's not a typical base card, so that's nice. You know, you give it a little bit of a feel to it. I grabbed a couple of the promos just for other people. I didn't keep any for myself. The whichever one of the promos they were handing out at the Philly show. I feel like I put them in either a 59 or a 79 point top loader. But I will keep saying it, and hopefully they're reading it, because
Oh my god.
even if they already made or are making the cards, because I think they were expecting an end of the year release. I mean, just to put that extra little bit on the cards, you know, to number them, it's added value.
JD, how many points do you have?
I mean, look at the inflections is killing me.
Actually?
I mean, you're talking a case. It's a $3,000 case, and you can make 1.5 base sets out of a case, and you can buy a base set for where it comes out to $1 a card, or even less than $1 a card.
45.
Even the inserts are cheap. I don't get it. I mean, I know everybody's they want to chase the big sketch or the Amelia Clark autograph, but you gotta hold tight on the rest of the cards. I mean, it all has value.
Mm-hmm.
But George, the guy that passed away, I guess it's 1.5 years ago now, he was their main guy for the cards, and I used to talk to him all the time. Every time I saw him, even online, about how they should make a Marvel Masterpieces version of DC. Or it's a comic, a higher end comic set. Alright, so we start with our autograph. Cassie Steele. With her little, shooting. It'll focus. There we go.
Next time. We got him next time.
And our sketch.
Warm
Suo, S-U-O, it looks like. So again, when somebody puts their own take on it, and not it's exactly like the show, I know a lot of people look out for those. I'll show you the name on the back. I'll look up exactly who that is. You know what, on the checklist, did they, for the totally fabricated, did they put on which ones are the short prints? They did not. Not on Cardboard Connection, at least.
Give it to me, give it to me, give it to me, give it to me.
Autograph. Here's our second. Totally fabricated. What do we get here? Never Past Bedtime Land. There's our sketch.
Okay.
Vicente Moavero.
Hold on.
He's already got everything out of his box. I got a whole nother row of packs to open up. So who else do we have out there? We got the watchers, but only one talker.
Connection.
Alright. John Kasser as Blim Blam, not numbered. There it goes.
This is closer than I thought.
I don't know what the deal is. I've got different sized saw sleeves in this pack. And by a lot. Alright, so he said Vicente Moavero. Got another watcher. Somebody else better start talking. Now I'm actually going to go to the other side. I haven't been paying attention to see if it's been the same in every box, but
I guess what you make read. Yes, I don't mind.
so nobody else feels like talking out there? Sketch. Pablo Diaz. Well, I tell you what, Chris, I have a question for you then. Are you pretty familiar with the secondary market for Rick and Morty? Or just Series 2 in general? Not at all? I think I might have asked this in a previous break, but at the Philly show, I won a Tom Kenny autograph card. Well, I tell you what, you know the show, right? There's our autograph. You're familiar with the show, right? And or at least the product in general. Even if not the secondary market. All right, 169 to 250, Trisha Helfer.
Yeah, we put up good numbers.
Well, the question that I had, oh, that's not. I don't know what's up with this pack of soft sleeves. I've got 3 or 4 different sizes now. Pablo Diaz. Well, Tom Kenny, the voice of SpongeBob, does a whole bunch of voices in this show. One of the bigger side characters, more popular side characters, we'll call it, is Squanchy. So, somewhere in my stack of cards here that I have for trade, I don't know, it's probably not on top anywhere. Well, anyway, I won a card of Tom Kenny as the voice of Squanchy. They're numbered out of 50, I think. And I have yet to see one of them for sale or sold since this has come out. And I think I had checked other breaks that I could find, and I don't think I found anybody who had pulled one, which was kind of odd to me. Because, you know, because we pulled 2 or 3 Tom Kennys in the 5-case break. So when I get a free minute, I think I'm gonna throw it up on eBay with a big high number on it and see what happens. But you know, even his minor characters, I think they go for like $60. So I'm thinking this one might be a little bit more special. Yeah, and I've had that card. You know, the show was the first weekend in May, so I've been sitting on that card for closing in on 2 months now. So I figure if I'm gonna, I better do it sooner than later, because eventually somebody else will pull one and put it up on eBay. All right, here, then I'll ask you a question.
Yeah.
Well, I've seen some from season 1. Yeah, I opened up a few cases of that. But like when I looked on eBay, I couldn't find any from season 2. How you doing, Deneen, by the way? And yes, I remember the supervillains set. We opened up some of it. I always get the supervillains. I used to get it mixed up with Epic Battles, but supervillains because I like Solomon Grundy. So I have, the base silver and gold of his card, plus a few sketches, and I think I have 2 of the printing plates.
Okay, Matt. Matt, you're right. It's Matt.
Matter of fact, it's out of reach right now, but I have a, is it Brainiac? One of those blank box toppers to get sketches done. Oh, geez, I couldn't even tell you.
Why would you?
I've actually been trying to figure out why there's Epic Battles that the unopened cases are, I don't know if they're actually selling, but they're,
You wish.
you think that much for the Squanchy? I mean, I was figuring 150. But Epic Battles was fun, especially if you got one of those hot boxes where it had, what'd you get, 10? Somewhere between 8 and 12 sketches in the box from other products. Well, maybe that'll drop the price some, because I'm always looking to do another DC break.
Good job, everyone.
But unfortunately, like the Arrowverse shows on CW, just isn't a following enough to open anymore. You know, we can't really get anything going. Every once in a while, I try and put in for another break of Arrow or Flash. The seasons where you have a chance of hitting. Oh, there it is. Jeez, I was about to say it. How did I miss the sketch? Ooh, it was right there on top. Alright, 217 to 250. Trisha Helfer again. Federation Robot.
Why are you taking that?
I wonder, come on. There we go. Huh. I wonder where all that stuff came from. I mean, I doubt it came from Cryptozoic themselves, right?
Yeah,
I wouldn't think they'd be sitting on that stuff. Okay, and Dave, somebody. I'll show the sketch, and then while I'm holding it there, let me jump over to the checklist. I'm thinking it's a D, so I'll go with Windet, because it definitely ends in a T. Oh, okay. But now when you say a bunch of stuff, is it TV, comic, or just a combination of everything? Because, I mean, Blowout's had different Flash and Arrow stuff. They sold out of Supergirl. I don't even watch the show, but I thought that was a really well done set. I mean, the value in what they had in there, the autographs and everything. But I guess the fact that we pulled the two best cards in the set in the same case kind of, gives you a good feeling about the product. Yeah, I'm with you with the comic stuff.
Nice one.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the female only sets. I'd rather have a mix. I mean, I think they do a really nice job with bombshells. It's well done. Not my cup of tea. Again, when I have a base set from them just because I like the look of the set. Especially Series 2 I thought was better than Series 1 in the base and inserts. New 52, didn't like that at all. But I guess I just wasn't partial to the material that they had to use. So Justice League was okay. But Supervillains and Epic Battles, I like both of those. I still, it's a shame I sold off most of my sketches. I was trying to do a master set from when Rittenhouse had DC's license, the DC Universe, which was in 2007. That, I think, is the best DC comic set, of current years. Roy's Carpet. I don't remember pulling this one at all in the other 5 cases. So I don't know if this is a SP or SSP. There's a guy local to me. He's outside of Philly somewhere. There's our autograph. Who has an uncut sheet of the DC Universe set from Rittenhouse. And I keep saying I want to buy the sheet. It's not expensive at all. I think he's asking $85 for it. But I'm just afraid, and I've asked him a couple of times if he was going to be going to the Philly show because I would like to. I don't want to have it shipped because I don't want to have him roll it up or, take any chances with it. Because I would get it framed and hang it on the wall. I don't have any uncut non-sport sheets. Just like somebody has an uncut sheet of the, what was it, 94, 95? The DC Master Series. They've had it up on eBay, and I guess when DC was, is it still Warner Brothers? I guess. But when they used to have the Warner Brothers stores.
It wasn't good because
They had they have a framed numbered sheet, but they want like $250 for it. What's that for DC Master Series? I mean, I have a full set of DC Master Series. I mean, it's not hard when you don't have to worry about sketches or autographs or anything. I even made sure I have the, because there was a Superman Sky Disc, I think you could get out of that set. I think it was Superman. So I have the redemption card and the actual Sky Disc. Plus, there was one error card because they had these double-sided like battle cards, and one of them, somehow the number got flipped. One of them isn't really worth any more than the other, but one looks like it says like DS2, and then the other one it says like D52. There's our sketch. Geez, who is this? John Ottinger. Oh, you really know your stuff there, Chris. I haven't looked at my set in so long. I got it sitting up in a binder. Same thing with my DC Legacy, DC Universe, whatever you want to call it. Alright, so here's our John Ottinger sketch.
Mm-hmm.
And since we were just talking about him, 37 of 50, Tom Kenny as Alien Inmate. We did pull this version of Tom Kenny from the first 5 cases. Come on, there we go. Now your Superman set, because I know I didn't collect it. Is that the wide vision set? I don't like those wide vision size cards, or whatever they might have called them for that release. I just remember that there was the one Superman set where they were those, you know, elongated cards. Okay. Yeah, that's like with all the Star Wars stuff. I'm not sure why, but a lot of Star Wars collectors, they really like those wide vision cards. I don't like them at all. And, you know, speaking of that old stuff, it's funny. I can get the binder. I mean, I just been too cheap to buy it, but I have on my want list the binder from 1995 Marvel Metal, because I had that master set. I built it in '95. That was one of the first sets I did. Like I bought a couple of. I remember because I had bought a couple of the Flair packs, and I thought they were kind of cool. I was still more into baseball cards then. And then when the metal came out, I went crazy on that one.
Jamie, open your eyes.
And I had binder and all. So I've recreated the whole set. I only need like 3 more cards to finish it off. And the last thing is I want to get the binder again. And I've seen, you know, people, it pops up every now and again. It's not even super expensive. Kyle Burles is our sketch artist. But actually, I like collecting the older stuff better because it's not super expensive, and I guess because you don't have to worry about sketches and autographs, you know, I guess it keeps the cost down to a degree. But I did have full runs of Marvel Masterpieces from 93 up to 2008. Actually, when Upper Deck took them back over. I still have my 2007 Master Set, Series 1 of when they put that back out. I got rid of the other ones. You know what? I was just didn't even think about that. We are 1, 2, 3, 4. This is our 8th box, and I just got the first Star Power. So that's geez, and we should get 3, maybe 4 Star Powers in a case. So that means at least every other box that's left is going to have a Star Power in it.
Okay, you have the ball on box.
There's our autograph. Yeah, that's like one of these days. I've got like my 95 Marvel Masterpieces set. I never got the Mirage, and I don't think I ever will. But I mean, I kick myself for just not biting the bullet 10 years ago when I finally finished that set.
Yeah, we have no turnovers.
When I could have picked it up for, you know, about half what they sell for now. But that's probably my favorite, the 95 Marvel Masterpieces. Yeah.
No, I really want to.
I got rid of all my other sets. Which again, I kind of regret it after the fact, but you know, I just wanted to make some space for other stuff. You know, you build a set and then you move on to another one. All right, so we start Star Power. We got ourselves a silver of Bird Person. Okay, so we had Kyle Burles.
You guys suck.
You know, from the 94, you were looking on Jeff Allender's site? And Sarah Chalk as Xenobeth, with love from Nuptia 4. Yeah, I think, if I remember correctly, we were, it was in regards to, there was talk that there was actually another holofoil color, I think red, but it turns out that it wasn't. It was just that one of the sets, the color, apparently it could change color, you know, depending on how it was taken care of. Yep. Yeah, I remember that. That was a long time ago now. But that's probably another one I regret. When I had the full, like 94, I had a master. I had the gold, the silver, and the bronze. And I sold them all. And that's what started it all, was I was doing a lot of research on the supposed red holofoil, and it turns out that the red isn't really red. It was just one of the other colors that could change. That changed. I guess it's similar, like when, you know, just a card fades, it changes. Yeah, but when it comes to the old time stuff, like I said, oh, you know what? I never got the for 95 Marvel Metal. I never got the master prints, the case toppers, which again they're cheap. I just been trying to wait and find somebody who's got the whole set at once, so I don't have to piecemeal them together. I still have my 94 master prints. Nobody wants them. I guess they don't like the oversized stuff.
That's why I was the first one going. Oh, you can.
But I'll have to do that eventually. Finish those off. I've actually been working on my Game of Thrones stuff. Gerald de Dios. But that CZX set, when that comes out, that'll be another one that I'll go for base and inserts, and if I happen to hit, an autograph or a sketch that I really like. But I don't think I'm gonna have since, like I said, I like Solomon Grundy. I don't know if they have if there's any comic type material that's going to be in that set. But I'll still do the base set, at least. Oops. But I tell you what, I'll guarantee you that if the base cards aren't numbered, and if the base set isn't large, I mean, they've got a very big movie catalog that they are, referencing through. So I mean, that base set, you would think that base set's got to be over 100 cards. Hopefully they'll do it in multiples of 9, make it good for us people to put everything in binders. But there's like 10 movies. There's our autograph. Who do we get? Yeah. How is that possible? 54 base cards. I mean, that's just, again, that's what kills you is the content. Especially now something like Outlander, being that it's a TV show and it's not movie, the autographs have got to be cheaper to get. There's no sketches in that. I'm sure they already have all the wardrobes, that they're cutting up. So if you only have 54 cards in the base set, you're gonna make, a bunch of base sets out of what do you call it? Out of a case. Tammy's wedding ring. That makes 4. I think that's it, unless we get a bonus. All right, autograph. 6 of 50. Carrie Walgreen as Jessica. We still got 3 more chances at Justin Roiland. Gerald de Dios.
Nah, trust me, they were cool. They were cool.
Unless the base cards are only going to be characters, And they're not going to do any kind of movie synopsis. Now, I don't watch Outlander, so I mean, maybe 54 cards is about as far as they can go.
Who's your teammate for you? I'll get that.
Let's see. It's easy star power foil variants. Huh. I wonder what that's going to look like. Well, that's a really nice sketch. I like that one. Cesar Flores. See, now, with what you just posted there, there's our autograph. Yeah. You can't have star power, you know, what you've been putting in your every one of your base products. You can't have that in a high-end set like that. You've got to come up with something different. Especially the star powers up until now. I want to save that insert card. The star powers for Rick and Morty are actually really nice. I like them. The other star powers that they've done in the past, they just haven't done anything for me. Yeah, they just had to change the design a little bit.
You have to play twos. Yo, my neighborhood's coming down. Actually, I'm not pretty good. I mean, I didn't really know something. Gee, join me through the phone. Oh my God. The phone.
It's
What am I making?
3 more chances for our star power. If we don't get one in here, then pretty much going to be guaranteed that we're going to get a star power in both these. Oh, wait a minute. There's something in here. Totally fabricated. This is one of my favorites. Gear Vomit. Yeah, unfortunately there, Deneen, we're pretty much on our, you know, it's a typical case. I mean, we hit a Summer, you know, we hit a Beth, and we hit a Tom Kenny. After that, it's pretty much been everybody that you expect. Here's Tress McNeil as caretaker.
Yeah.
You know, we got our McNeil, our Helfers. All right. Just wanted to keep this just so you could see kind of the source material. But here's our sketch with Summer and Tinkles.
Chris Holman. Yeah, I can't see without this one.
We'll do a recap at the end so you can see everything that we got. Now, believe me, I'm hoping as much as all of you are. Because I mean, you know, between season 1 and season 2, I've opened up 12 cases now, and I have not pulled a Justin Roiland.
Nope.
I mean, plenty of nice sketches. How you doing, Jake? Number 1. And number 2, to answer your question. Now we got another. Yeah, what are the odds on the totally fabricated? I mean, that's 6 now. I don't remember getting that many in a case. Rick's Giving Float. So what I was told was that there is none available for us to break, but to check back at release, and they were sure that they'll get us some. Personally, what I think that means is that they're waiting to see what the market's going to do in the first, you know, week or couple of days, and adjust the price accordingly. So whatever the MSRP was on it, I would say don't expect it to be that. Expect it to be more. That's just my take on it. But the one thing that I do know, and that I was kind of told, sketch Louisa Silao. I'm not sure how that is. Was that Blowout is not an authorized online retailer of Upper Deck products. That's one of the reasons why they made the Fantastic Store. So now they can be a regular retailer, because every time I buy an Upper Deck product to break, I am technically buying it from the Fantastic Store and not from Blowout Cards. That's how you get around it. But I'm sure there is something to the fact that they say that they don't get a lot of Upper Deck products. Because I remember, geez, it's got to be 8 years ago now, maybe. Blowout and Upper Deck were in a lawsuit together. Because I believe it was Blowout was suing Upper Deck because of their policies on how they determine who they allow to sell their products. And I don't remember the outcome, but I'm sure whatever it wasn't happy for both parties. But anyway, did they actually have it and sell it out? I don't know. I think they're just holding it to see. Well, good luck with your case, and I appreciate the the hopes. I'm sure we'll do it. Like I said, I just don't know what the price is going to be. I don't even know, if you don't mind me asking, what was the pre-sale on that? I don't remember what we were doing our cases at. Gary Anthony Williams, 117 at 250. And there's our sketch. We're on our last box, so obviously something is a little goofy with this case, because even if there's one in here, that would only be 2 star powers, and we're supposed to get 3. Now, with that being said, and let me jump over to the checklist real quick, that the odds on Totally Fabricated, oh, that's blue, not silver, on that, the bird person that we got. 1 in 60 packs. So that's 4, possibly 5 that you get, and we're on 6. So I'm guessing that somehow, we got, instead of a star power, we got another Totally Fabricated. I don't know how much anybody cares, but I will reach out to Cryptozoic and see that actually makes sense. You think about it. If you know what your pre-sale was on previous releases and this one was cheaper, they might be doing a hold and wait. I can tell you the last time I had to do a missing hit for Cryptozoic. I wonder if it's the same. What was that girl's name? I don't know. There was a lady who every time, who I was dealing with. But it was with Ghostbusters. I'm not sure who was in those breaks or not, but Ghostbusters had a weird run where somehow in some of their cases the foil parallel wasn't in the case. Actually, this feels like, yeah, this is another one. So that's 7 totally fabricated in the case. So obviously, that's what happened. Dingle bop. But I think with Cryptozoic, it was only that and something with Arrow. No, actually, there was 3 things. That and the Justice League. Justice League had a weird thing too, where something, I think we were missing inserts. Now, I will definitely say we are not going to hold up the draft on 2 missing, star powers. I will send a message to Cryptozoic, and if I am lucky enough to get them before we pack out, I will random them off, or they'll just go with the 1 star. They'll just go with the 1 star power that we have. If they send anything extra, we can random off to the people that were in the break. Well, there's another case without adjusting. Well, if you're in this break and you're putting together the totally fabricated set, then you're definitely going to be happy that you got a bunch of extras to pick from. That's our sketch. I'm not even going to look. Let's just get this last pack out of the way. Fingers crossed it's a big, nice sketch. Come on, be good, be good, be good. Andrew Fernandez is the artist. Autograph, Kevin Michael Richardson, 68 of 200. And I'm not a big enough fan to know. I don't know what that is. All right, that is it. So let's start with the star powers. We were missing both reds. I'll reach out to Cryptozoic. We are not going to hold off on the draft just because of that. We have a blue bird person. We did, and I think this is what happened, get 7 totally fabricateds. So I'm guessing that when they packed out this case that they somehow got them mixed up. So we got Dinglebop, Rick's Giving Float, Gear Vomit, Tammy's Wedding Ring, Roy's Carpet. I was just saying, I don't think we got that in any of our other cases, so that might be one of the SPs. I don't have the list handy. Never Past Bedtime Land, and Plushy Beth. In regards to the autographs, I would say that this was a pretty standard case. Hold on, I did not. Let me just separate autographs from sketches. We did get a printing plate of the. Why can't I think of his name now? Where is he at? Revolvo Clockberg Jr. character card. So we got that printing plate.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, autographs. Kevin Michael Richardson, Gary Anthony Williams, Tress McNeil, Carrie Walgreen, Trisha Helfer as Federation Robot, Trisha Helfer as Donna Guterman, John Kasser, got our Cassie Steele, Brandon Johnson, and then we got a Spencer Grammer, Inscribed, Never Past Bedtime Land. We got a Tom Kenny as Alien Inmate, and then we got Xenobeth with Love from Nuptia 4. Sketches. Just showed you the Andrew Fernandez, Luisa Salato or Salao. I have to look up some of these names, I just don't know them. Cesar Flores, Gerald De Dios, Kyle Burles, Dave, it was Wildet, something along those lines. John Ottinger, Pablo Diaz, Vicente Moavoero, Suo, I think, or Sud, not sure, I'll look it up. This one's actually really neat. Again, I know a lot of you, don't want basically straight copies of the, what the show looks like. So when somebody puts their own spin on it, Jeff Sornig and Mayonnaise and Bread. So that is it for the break. I will get scanning, and if I don't finish tonight, I will have them all up in the morning. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys on the next break, and I will keep you updated on the missing star power cards. If there's anything you want to have me break or you're interested in, shoot me a message. Also, if you want to check out the Facebook group, we're slowly growing. We're going to be running our first break on there for members of the group for Viceroy Space Series 2. It's pretty much the last of what they had left. A couple of late artist returns and a few box toppers, I was told. So we're going to see what we can do there with our first break. So again, thank you, and I'll see you guys later.